I've been wanting to try out Batman Arkham Shadow since its release back in October. The last VR Batman game was pretty underwhelming when it came to making you feel like Batman. I kept hearing a lot of great things about the new one that came out, so I finally got the chance to play it on the MetaQuest 3 to see if the hype was warranted. My name is Ryan, I'm a digital media student at the University of Houston, and today we will be doing a quick spoiler-free deep dive into the newest VR installment of the Arkhamverse. One of the biggest things a Batman VR game needs to get right is tight, responsive controls, and I'm happy to say that Arkham Shadow absolutely delivers. The combat feels incredibly fluid, and the developers did a great job on making every punch feel like there's some weight behind it. The game really makes it feel like you're fighting crime with years of combat experience, even if it doesn't look like it from the outside. I also love the small but smart design choices, like using the triggers to fire your grappling hook, and the grips to grab your smoke bombs and batarangs. It's an obvious choice, but it still adds to the immersion. The grips are also used for grabbing your cape and grappling enemies, which feels super cool. The decision to use the left joystick for walking around in a large map is also a good trade-off from being able to walk around in real life but be limited to small rooms. As somebody who hasn't played too much of the MetaQuest 3, I think they nailed the controls. They're intuitive, easy to pick up, and they make you feel like Batman in the best way possible. What really makes Arkham Shadow stand out from other VR games is how it fully embraces immersion in a way that actually enhances the gameplay rather than it just being another gimmick. One of the best features is the stealth system. In other Arkham games, you usually crouch behind cover and press a button to take down enemies. Here you physically move, duck, and peek around corners to stay hidden. It's incredible immersion that makes every stealth encounter feel tense. Another major feature is the cape mechanics. As I previously stated, you can grab your cape to glide across rooftops and even use them for stealth takedowns. This adds a whole new layer of strategy to movement and combat. It's a feature that really could have felt clunky in VR, but here it just works. We also have the gadgets, which are more than just point-and-click tools. Throwing a batarang requires real aim, and using smoke bombs feels like an actual tactical decision rather than just pressing a button. And the grappling hook feels super satisfying to use. These features don't just bring Batman into VR, it makes full use of the VR's potential to create an experience that wouldn't really work in any other format. There's something about experiencing Gotham in VR that really makes this one of the best Arkham games in the entire series. The city isn't just a backdrop, it's part of the experience. From the moment you step into the game, the atmosphere is thick with that signature Arkham vibe. Dimly lit settings, towering Gothic architecture, just a feeling of a crime-ridden major city. It sets the tone for the game really well. However, what really makes Gotham stand out here is how it's designed for VR. You're not just running through hallways or streets, you're climbing, gliding, hanging upside down. It's a playground for Batman's skill. Whether you're sneaking through a crime scene or perching on a rooftop, it all feels like you're actually in the city. Now, this game takes place between Arkham Origins and Arkham Asylum, and they even brought back Roger Craig Smith to voice Batman, and he just does an incredible job.
Got him.
I think he's the perfect successor to Kevin Conroy. The story brings a new chapter to the Arkham universe, where you need to stop the Rat King and his group on the 4th of July from taking over Gotham. It's really cool to see a new villain Batman has to face in the Arkham universe. He kind of reminds me of the Matt Reeves iteration of the Riddler. Overall, great story and great addition to the Arkhamverse. Just want to preface this here, this portion is based off the state of the game as of February of 2025. I know people had some issues when the game first released, but as of now I haven't really run into any bugs or glitches. I was definitely a bit nervous when I saw the $50 price tag. Usually VR story games are pretty short, at least the few that I've played. You kind of pay for the VR experience more than the story most of the time. But Arkham Shadow takes about 12 hours to complete, and that's if you're not scouring the map for the bonus collectibles that the Arkham games are known for, which is pretty good for a VR game. Just based off all the immersive experiences and the features on top of a great story and great characters, I'd say the price is pretty worth it. If you're a Batman fan with a MetaQuest 3, there's really no good reason why you shouldn't experience this game. So there you have it, a quick review of Batman Arkham Shadow. I couldn't find really anything negative to say about this game, and for the most part, I've seen nothing but positive feedback from people who have actually played the game. The only negativity I've seen is the fact that this game is on VR and not on console. VR is more popular and accessible than ever before, but it's still not mainstream. It was a bold decision on Rocksteady's part to make this, but it's one of my favorite games in the series, and I think as of now, this is the closest you can get to being Batman. If you played the game and you agree or disagree with my review, let me know in the comments. Special thanks to Dr. Bennett and the entire digital media department at UH for letting me use their equipment and giving me the opportunity to do this project. Thanks for watching.